Going on, guys? I just been kind of wanting to do a top 10 list of horror films, but then I saw Big Toe 512 just did a video a few days ago, about the same subject. So I figured, hey, I'll do a video response to him. Definitely check his channel out. I don't know why he doesn't have more subscribers. Really, he deserves them. Um, but he knows what he's talking about. Definitely check his stuff out if you're into movie collecting and stuff like that. Um, so here is my top 11. Since he did 11, I might as well do 11, right? Um, the first film is Clive Barker's Heckler's Tale. I just recently saw this year, first time. Never heard of it, never knew anything about it. This is Emmy nominated, and it's from the Masters of Horror series. And I've heard of the Master of Horror series. This movie is hilarious. I don't know. I didn't think it would be funny. I thought it was gonna be a straight horror film. With there's Lisa Severi, I believe that's her name. She's very attractive. And then John Platone, that he was also in Miller's Crossing, which I haven't seen yet. Shame on me, but you know, definitely top. This is the 11th pick in my list. It's awesome. Really check it out if you haven't seen it. I didn't know much about it beforehand. And then number 10 on my list is the Blair Witch Project. Now, when I first saw this film in the theaters, it was not many people liked it. I personally love this film. It's one of my favorites. I haven't seen it. I think I've seen it maybe 3 times since I owned it, and then once in theaters. And it's just a scary film. It's not a scary film per se, like it makes you jump when you're watching it, but just if you were in that situation, you'll probably shit your pants. Believe me. And I don't believe in ghosts that much. Well, I mean, I like ghost stories, but I don't really believe in them. Even though I've had some weird experiences that I can't explain. But I digress. Let's move on. Number 9 on my list is Cube. This movie, I believe, is a big influence in the Saw series. Pretty similar. It follows a bunch of people in an area where they don't know how they got there. Well, not area. It's actually a cube, like the title says, and they just get killed, and it's just awesome to see the way they get killed and how they figure out how to not get killed. So it's pretty cool. That was number 9, right? Okay. Number 8 on my list, the infamous The Exorcist. Now, this film, this is the one that has the version that you never seen. The original, I mean the theater cut, is pretty good. This is just slightly more footage, and some radio spots, I believe, and just more stuff. Um, it's pretty infamous movie. People talk about it all the time. There's not much that people already said that I'm going to add to it, but it's definitely a movie that did scare me when I was younger. It's still kind of scary to me now, but not as much as I've watched it over maybe 10 times. So definitely check out this movie. It's if you haven't. I can't believe they even they haven't made a remake to it, but so if I'm speaking too soon, they might do that. There's other movies that I wish. These are the ones I own. There would have been a different list if I had owned some of the films that I want to talk about, but can't really do anything about that. So that was number, let's see, 11. Sorry, I'm forgetting the numbers 2, 11, 10, 9. 8. So this is number 7 that I'm going to show you right now. The American Werewolf in London. I just purchased this recently. I still haven't popped it in, only because I've seen it so many times. But it's a classic. I mean, I saw this when I was really young. My mom didn't know I was watching it, and awesome movie. Awesome movie. Just had to be on my list. It has some funny parts to it. I mean, there is some comedy elements to it. I don't know. I found it funny. Even when I was young, I kind of found it funny. It has awesome features in the back. Um, Definitely, I'm a John Landon's fan, the director. He's a really good director, and I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but hey, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I believe there's a sequel or a prequel. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments. Um, and that was number 7, I believe. So this is number 6, and it's Halloween, of course, the 25th anniversary edition. Um, Anchor Bay definitely really put out a really good set on this one. This is the one I wanted. I know there's a ton of different versions of this on DVD, also on Blu-ray, um, but this is the one that I like. It has definitely good features in it. Um, there's just a commentary, a documentary that is really enjoyable. This is just a classic. This is the reason why I've seen the John Carpenter's The Thing, and I also saw the Thing from Another World, just because of this movie. Because if you don't know, there's a scene where they do they're watching that flick on the TV. So it was always a wonder when every time I watched it. I probably watched it over 25 times, but every time I watched it, I always wondered what that movie was until I figured it out. I mean, until I looked it up, I guess. And this is kind of a new pickup, also. Well, this is a new pickup, and I haven't showed it yet, but it has to be on my list, and it's number 5 on my list, and that's the Bram Stoker's Dracula. Francis Ford Coppola directed this. Awesome movie. I purchased it for $6.44 on Blu-ray. Still haven't seen it on Blu-ray yet. And like American Werewolf in London, I haven't seen it on Blu-ray yet, but love this film. This is like, compared to the original Dracula, the Universal Dracula, and this Dracula and other Dracula films, other vampire films. This comes in as, it just has that classic Universal type. If Universal was with color and sound, I mean, well, they did have sound, I think, but color and stuff like that, it would probably look like this. Francis Coppola did a great job on this film. Awesome. And I can't wait to see it on Blu-ray. Rosemary Baby is number 4 on my list. Roman Polanski is one of my favorite directors, even though here in America he's he's an outcast. But for the most part, I mean, hey, everybody makes mistakes. It's just that society wants to, make him a statutory rapist. We from what I've gathered, it was consensual, but still, he's a great director. Awesome. Love a lot of his films. He's one of my biggest influences as a film buff, and just really love his work. This film in particular is, I don't know, I think every horror film that I own, for some reason I find some stuff funny about it, but this one, it was the same thing. There was like a scene where, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You don't know if it's a dream sequence, and you get the picture that, yeah, there's something weird going on, and it's so surreal that you just don't know what's going on until the end. It's really good. It's a really good shot film. Cinematography is awesome, and oh my god, it's just so beautiful, this film. If it comes out on Blu-ray, I'm not sure if it is, but let me know. I do love the cover though. And if it is on Blu-ray, let me know so I can purchase that, because that'll be day one. Or if it is coming out. Now, we're coming to the top three movies on my list. So I have to really say that these are probably like my favorites. Like, I probably watched them so many times, and um, I don't know. I haven't watched all of them, the top three, but let's see. The original Chainsaw Massacre. I do own the remake, and I think the remake is decent. It wasn't too bad, but this one is surpassed it. It's original. It's really out there, really crazy. There's nothing that no one else hasn't already said. This isn't like the bare bones edition. Well, not bare bones. There has some decent features on here, but I do want the Blu-ray, so I will be getting that eventually. I'm not sure when, but yeah, definitely check this out. This is number three on my list, and then it's hard to choose, but I would have to go with the next two. Number two on my list is the Evil Dead, the Ultimate Edition. I bought this for like off of Borders recently this year. Never seen it before. I know it was on Netflix, and I've been having Netflix for such a long time, but I wanted a definite copy of it because I knew I would love this film. That's funny because I never seen it before, but I knew I would love it because I'm a huge fan of Sam Raimi, and I do want to see Drag Me to Hell, but I haven't seen that one yet. Um, Anchor Bay. I mean, what can I say? I love their stuff. And the next set you're gonna say is that I believe it's not an Anchor Bay. It's not an Anchor Bay, but it's another cool collector's set. Um, the gore, the story, the acting is so cheesy. So what? When did this come out? I'm not sure. It came out. Well, this set came out in 2007, but the film itself, I believe, is from the 80s. But correct me if I'm wrong. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can't believe I've waited this long to watch this film. That's why it's on my list. It's number two. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's just I've only seen it once, and I probably will see it several more times. Next film is the Dawn of the Dead original. I also own the remake, and I do like the remake, by the way. Um, I had to put a zombie flick in here. Joey Romero is a grandfather of zombie flicks, or the father, I don't know, or the Godfather. I don't know what you want to put him as, but this has several editions of the same flick. Awesome film, hilarious, cheesy, just right up, just awesome, just awesome. I love this set too. It's awesome set, and I've watched this film maybe 5 times or so. Not too many. It has to be top of my list because I don't know, it just makes me want to make a zombie flick. Just watching this film, just it's like wow, it just looks like he had a lot of fun making this film, and the cinematography is awesome. I believe I like the cinematography. The music is great. The cheesy acting just helps the film. It doesn't even hurt the film. It's just awesome. Check it out.